Okay, this is going to be one of the hardest videos I've ever had to make because what I discovered about Parlo is honestly disturbing. This isn't drama, this isn't a joke, this is something people need to know. So sit down, watch the entire video, and by the end you'll understand why I can't stay silent about this anymore now. Before we get into the receipts, let's talk about who Parlo actually is. Most people know them as one of the biggest Roblox commentary YouTubers there is. On the surface, they present themselves as a good person, but when you dig deeper, things don't match up. Here, you can see Parlo was in a group chat with a lot of minors. He was 17 at the time, and he knew the ages of all the people in the group chat. He even acknowledged it. He can't say he didn't know the ages, he knew that it was group chat full of young kids. As a 17-year-old, he should be mature, but nope. Parlo did self-harm with a 13-year-old called Kirby. He asked the full group chat full of children if they wanted to see it. Then he proceeded to do it in his server voice chat channel. Then on top of that, he started sending it to the minors, which is so flipping disgusting, bro. Even if you're in a bad mental state, that doesn't excuse you from sending an SFW content to a group chat full of young children. He sent not safe work content to literal children. Even if you apologize, you traumatize children, and that can't be forgiven. After that, he also sent an SFW content to dupe, showing how he didn't learn from this situation. This is something you would expose and deplatform someone for even if they apologized or took accountably. But it gets way worse. On Valentine's Day 2024, when Parlo was a 18-year-old adult, he started describing in detailed ways how he is gonna harm himself to server members, who are mostly 13 to 15-year-olds by the way. He even said that he wants the event to be traumatizing to the server, and how he wanted it to be stuck in their brain. This guy traumatized the hell out of children, and you guys forgive him. The next part is crazy and proves how Parlo is a predator. So you guys know Dupe probably. He was someone Parlo dated for almost 2 years, and he lied about his age to Parlo. He said he was 17, 16 when he was 12, and 13. They started dating when Dupe was 12. I want to make it loud and clear that Parlo mentally abused Dupe by sending him an SFW content of his arm, and Dupe that said himself he was traumatized by, and it even caused him to relapse. Parlo has apologized for this, but the damage has already been done. Dupe was clearly being emotionally abused by Parlo, and I feel really bad for him. Also, Parlo threatened to sue this poor kid. But you're probably wondering how this relationship is predatory. This was a sexual relationship where they engaged in sexual conversations. Also, Parlo failed to verify that Dupe was 16 or 17.
It was still 100% my responsibility to have asked Dupe for a provisional driver's license or some form of legal identification. Looking back, I was far too trusting and extremely negligent not to see through some of the red flags and excuses that Dupe used, to which I will touch upon more later.
Parlo admits here that he saw red flags that Dupe was 12, but still continued doing sexual stuff with a 6th grader. This holds Parlo legally responsive for what he has done. And this is a serious crime, especially in the UK. The fact he was ignorant about the situation and continued doing sexual stuff with Dupe after seeing red flags makes it as predatory behavior, especially if he had sexual conversations with the minor. Parlo is a legal predator. You can search everything up in a legal book, ask ChatGPT, do whatever you want, but Parlo is a predator. Nats made a police report on Parlo, and it was found that he was a predator. The full email can't be shown for legal reasons. Like and subscribe if you think Parlo is a disgusting human being.